Alright, what's up DVW fam? So we got a very exciting video coming to you guys today. So if you guys can see, we have a huge castle behind me, but we're not in Romania or Germany or wherever they have castles. We're actually on the Las Vegas Strip, right outside of the Excalibur Hotel Resort and Casino. This is one of the most budget-friendly hotels on the Las Vegas Strip, and one of the most classic, one of the oldest still standing. So I always like to give you guys, updates and tours for every year. So I've been here a couple of times, made a couple of videos, but today we're going to show you guys a full updated tour of the Excalibur and show you guys everything we see, do, and eat in 2025. So without further ado, let's joust it up inside. Let's go. We're here. Let's open our room and give us a little walk around. Alright DVW fam, you know how we like to do it. We're going to give you guys an initial first impressions and walk around of this Excalibur room. So yeah, let's do it. So first things first, this is the restroom. What's up guys? Pretty nice, refresh restroom. Has some pump hand wash body lotion, I like that. Towels, double lamps, very bright. Crusted shield flower artwork. The toilet, a lot of white, yellow accents. Pretty nice, pretty clean. Here's the shower. I always like the nice pumped amenities. Stand in shower, looks pretty refreshed. So yeah, the wardrobe here. There's an ironing board, area up top to put your stuff. Just enough space. Thermometer. That's why it's so cold in here. I mean, it's not the most high tech, but we aren't in a luxury hotel or anything. So more artwork. Oh, a little background about this hotel room tour. I actually paid a couple dollars extra. It was only $3 each night for the updated resort room. But this tower, compared to the Royal Tower, which I've stayed at, is updated, refreshed, remodeled, whatever you guys want to call it. And I also asked the receptionist downstairs who checked us in, the resort tower compared to the Royal Tower, she says it has been refreshed for a couple years now. So this is why we're giving you this update in 2025. Every year or every couple years, there's always some new changes, things that come about in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is always constantly changing. It's like a chameleon. It always changes, refreshes, renews, things close, things open. It's like the cycle of life in Vegas. So this is the room in 2025. Just stay tuned for the secret. It is about the value of the room. Big dresser. They all work. TVs. Alright, drawers. Here. A Las Vegas Tournament of Kings magazine. So this is also a way to differentiate the higher end luxury hotels with the more budget options. So more budget option keeps it old school. They have the magazines to, kind of give you guys what to do in Vegas and at the Excalibur. But some of the newer ones have like digital touch screens, little mini iPads. Pretty spacious, the standard resort tower double queen room. So this is basically what you could get on the cheaper end if you guys book at the resort tower. Right off the bat, the beds look more modern, cleaner. I've been to the ones at the Royal Tower, and I mean the bed was still pretty comfortable, but there was some type of smell from the age of the bed. But these ones look on the newer side, and this little bed rest area looks like a new addition as well. This is somewhat of a buzzkill, this little just like scratches on there or something, but it looks on the old side. So they say this room's refreshed, so I do see some accents that are refreshed and renewed, but not everything is. Like this lamp is a buzzkill. I try to use the plug here. That's why I use the plug in the restroom, because this one doesn't work. Sometimes you want to plug right next to your bed. It goes on and off. This is the phone. A little center table area, some chairs, mirror. I'm a little bit confused though, because they say it was refreshed, but some of the things in this room are still old school. Like we're in 2025, but still got the little old school lamp. Same with this old school lamp. And it's a bit dim in here as well, but a lot of Las Vegas hotels are pretty dim. They want that, romantic vibe, that chill vibe. I don't know. I like bright lights, and I like to adjust it in, fountain blue, some of the more luxurious resorts. Not an abundance of plugs. I always like a lot of plugs and areas to, charge up all my things, but yeah. All right, drum roll. Let's check out the view. It's also still old school. A lot of luxurious resorts have, you know, a digital one. Oh, I always like the views from Excalibur because you can usually see the castle. I don't care what age you are, it's still pretty cool to me to be staying in a castle. Let's get a DVW bed test. Which one should I jump on? Let's see. It's gonna be this one. Ah! Oh, okay. So I do like this type of bed. It does feel new. Let me smell the pillows. Yeah. Not very springy, firm. You sink a little bit in. I can definitely tell that these are new beds. And Excalibur is consistently, especially if you have an MGM card, they give you great deals. I have an MGM card. I don't really play much on it, but you do get you can compare it really easily to the other MGM resorts. But Excalibur consistently comes out as one of the lowest cost hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. I'm gonna let you guys on a secret. It's a hit or miss with some of these MGM resorts, especially Park MGM and Excalibur, because in some rooms it could smell pretty bad, stale, or stank, or let's just say it has certain smells. Sometimes I asked to get switched rooms. I think I did that once at Excalibur, but I'm pretty sure that was at the Royal Tower. But at this tower, the hallways smelled fine, and this room smells fine, fresh. It feels. So yeah, without further ado, let's check out the rest of the Excalibur and give you guys a full tour in 2025. Let's go. I'm a big feng shui guy, vibes, and it's the little things in the hotel, the art, decor, the way it makes you feel. It's kind of like dark, dingy in here. Like a lot of hotels, it's dim. Actually, some hallways in the luxury resorts are brighter, like the Fontainebleau. But like I said, we're comparing it to the similar budget hotels. But even then, I would say they could add some life to this hallway, spruce it up a bit, add some art on the walls. So yeah, I don't really see a big change. Besides the smell, it smells not bad in here. It doesn't smell like cigarettes or anything. I like this. When you look out any of these windows, it looks like you're in a castle. Like where a princess is trapped in a castle waiting for a knight to release us or something like that. Ice machine. But yeah, not that I was expecting much, but it doesn't look like too much of a change. Upkept, just basic old school elevators, but they work. I mean, some of the ones when I was in Circus at the Manor especially, some of the elevators didn't even work correctly, or even at the Oyo, it didn't really work compared to the low budget ones. All right, let's give you guys a walk around of the Excalibur Hotel and Casino. So I love all these Las Vegas themed resorts because it's fun, it's family friendly, fun. Looks like we're in a castle. So if you have some really small kids, they actually might really believe we're in a castle. So look at that, it looks like Rapunzel's Tower or something like that. Some jousting flags. Sometimes there's a nice wreath. Oh, some old school chandeliers. Some knights in not so shining armor. Looks like some ironclad suit armor. Some more knights. Different colored flags. The decoration is really cool in here. I actually feel like I'm in a castle. This has always been here, so some fast food options, Baja Fresh. Oh, so this is a staple. This is a staple in Vegas and at the Excalibur. It's the Dick's Last Resort. One of the main things you guys can do in the Excalibur is have a fun dining experience here at Dick's, where it's very unique. I've seen it a lot on videos and social media. Let's just say they give you a very interesting dining experience here. It's special. Dick's Last Resort here.
You're late.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Fully in character.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Good to be on time. Appreciate it.
Thanks. All right, so we're feeling the heat here already at Dick's Last Resort. We just got seated. We're in the lion's den right now, so depending on who you are, fun. I wouldn't say friendly. Dining experience here in Las Vegas is unique here to Las Vegas and Excalibur. We'll show you our experience, but basically they're kind of mean to you while you dine, so I'm counting out the insults and the verbal attacks here.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm great.
You ever had a Cadillac margarita?
Yep.
Yeah, well, we don't got it, but we do have the Little Dick margarita, you know, version of ours.
All right, let's just say you gotta be, okay, there's my napkins. Let's just say you gotta have thick skin to dine here at Dick's.
Fine dining, buddy. Fine
dining right here. I'm always like I'm on high alert right now because every few moments a waiter walks by and kind of throws a jab at me here and there. But I just had this olive thrown at me. Honestly, it wasn't too hard, but they get physical here too. But honestly, I want to eat this, but it was thrown to me. I don't know where it's been, so I'm gonna start with this Cadillac margarita. So,
oh hell yeah, that's a little dick right there.
All right, so everyone gets a hat. You can choose to wear it or not. I don't know what mine says. Let me know what it says. I don't see what it says. This is what my hat says right here, guys. All right, so this is the food. We'll actually see how good the food is. Whoa, they're pretty much fall apart, guys. Look at that. It just falls apart. So, how long you been working here?
11 years on the 6th.
11 years.
On the 8th of next.
All right, so 11 years here. I know some of you guys have a lot of questions about dicks. Some of you guys might be scared. Some of you guys might be excited. Have you ever had anyone walk out on you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Then they come back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many?
I can't count. 1, 2, 3, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's 11 years.
11
so
years.
maybe,
Only 1 to 3 in 11 years?
Something like that.
Right. It was only 1 to 3, and that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever made someone cry?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
Oh, yeah, especially the old ladies. Because of tears of joy. Tears of joy.
Man, I can't tell if he's joking or not.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not joking?
No. Boom!
So guys, I went to the restroom outside of the Dick's Last Resort, and I'm walking around the casino floor, and I'm wondering why people are like smirking, smiling at me, and pointing at me, because I didn't feel this thing on my head. But then, now that I think of it, I was wearing this hat, and then so everything makes sense.
Time for you to go home, DVW.
Yeah.
I'm making freedom on these hoes!
Oh, okay, that's fine. Hey, the funny thing was I actually needed those napkins. So this is the damage. Yeah?
What is it, DW? Didn't win?
That was good follow through.
Oh.
There we go.
900? That'd be George?
Oh, on that one, yeah.
You're 2 times bigger than me.
2 times?
You're 2 times
I
bigger than
told
me.
you a billion times not to exaggerate.
What you got, 900?
It's funny. That's right.
All right, not too bad. 873. So overall experience and vibes, you know, it's a fun thing to do here in Vegas and Excalibur. This is Dick's Last Resort. Give a DVW score 8.3 out of 10. It's a pretty cool place. Glad I checked it out. But yeah, this is one of the things you guys can do in Vegas. Enter Dick's and get roasted. Dick's Last Resort here at the Excalibur. We got a few smiles and they did greet us very nicely out. But yeah, I just wanted to see, you know, how bad the Dick's Last Resort is. It all depends on you. I feel like if you guys don't really interact with them, they don't really, you know, bug. But if you guys, you know, talk to them a little bit here and there, kind of like I did, I want to show you guys the full extent of what they do. Don't want to get demonetized though. It wasn't too bad. So it's all just an act. This is the casino floor. A lot of games, roulettes, and we're getting to what some might call the main entrance. Hotel lobbies right there. I just checked in. Center area here looks like the middle of a castle. And let's walk around. Looks like there is a little market to get some items that you guys missed. Some gear. This is funny. So I see some Golden Knights gear, and it's appropriate that's in here because it's a castle. So why wouldn't the Golden Knights gear be in here? My OG Vegas sleuths or fans from the 90s, 80s. When I was young, there used to be a huge purple dragon here. I actually have an old vintage photo of baby DVW at the dragon. I always wanted to see the dragon. It looked like a really friendly purple dragon. If any of you guys know, you know. So it's pretty grand. This is the main entrance here, I would say. And this hotel has somewhat of that, you know, 90s, 80s, 2000s charm of Las Vegas because it's one of the oldest standing resorts still on the Las Vegas Strip. And yeah, but it's still, you know, pretty clean. I stayed here a couple times, still pretty clean, fresh. This hotel has been pretty old, like I said, so you're not going to really escape all the things that make this hotel old, but it's refreshed and refurbished in 2025. So there's a sword in the stone bar where you guys can get daiquiris here. This is actually a cool touristic daiquiri bar here because They serve the daiquiris in a sword. You pull it out, kind of like Arthur's sword, right here in the center bar. And then these are escalators, or New York, and the rest of the strip. Luxor, the center gelato bar. So it looks like we're in the inside of a castle. And ooh, it's the center area. You guys know what a lobby looks like. I'm gonna show you guys all that. I would say the casino floor is actually pretty big and spacious, and it has a lot of games and slots. I would say it's more slots than table games. I don't know what it is, but I'm a big feng shui guy, a vibes guy, and I don't do too much gambling, but if I did, the casino floor, the vibes, would have to be a factor and criteria for the gambling. And I actually like this one. It's, most hotels are pretty dim, but it's kind of dim, but it's not too dark. And it's a lot of colors, but there's a consistent color schemes, like red and gold. And yeah, this is a center bar, but it's not the most luxurious hotel, as you guys can see. But being a old legacy casino, I'm sure they spruce up the place every now and then. I mean, it's by MGM, so all these MGM resorts kind of managed by the same company. So even though it's older, it doesn't look too grungy or ran down or anything like that. It is still pretty clean, fresh. You do get some of that old carpet smell, but like I said, you can only do so much for an older casino and resort, because you're not gonna escape that it's old. So there's just things that build up over time on the walls and all that, but they do a great job with refurbishing it, cleaning it up, because it still feels like a good hotel and casino that you guys can stay at, gamble at in 2025. Another bar. This is the other Royal Tower. These rooms aren't as new as the Resort Tower, apparently, but they have them here. And this is the Johnny Rockets. So they have a whole Johnny Rockets diner here for you guys to get some, I guess, affordable food. I don't really know the prices. Prices in Las Vegas are always a little bit different. Basic burger is around $22. So you get a lot of other cheap eats on the Las Vegas Strip. But this is a cool place if you guys want to sit down and eat a burger. Pretty cool. Johnny Rockets, old school. A lot of people like the Johnny Rockets vibe. This looks like a Game of Thrones little flag poster here. House Sherwood. I don't know which house that is. This is the tap bar. You have the MGM Sportsbook. Looks like a sports bar. I wonder if they serve food here, but hey. Oh yeah, they do. There's some pizzas. A lot of TVs while you're eating, dining, sports betting, hanging out. Oh, it looks like some games here. This is the sports book. It's by MGM, so a lot of these sports books are going to look similar, MGM hotels and casino, but this is one of the smaller ones. A lot of TVs, of course. These aren't like benches. Sometimes they have benches, couches, but yeah, it's not the best sports book, to be honest with you. But yeah, there's a MGM sports book here. Starbucks, which is always welcome, because a lot of people wake up a little groggy to need some coffee. There's always Starbucks at each hotel. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys something really cool. There's this corner here. A lot of people miss it, but it looks like some, let me see if it's still here actually. Oh, there's a nice Wicked Knight here in the corner, Excalibur sign. There's a cool little photo up here. Some big grand seats here. So this is the center of the casino. Most casinos have a center bar, and it's usually marked, as the name suggests, the side of the casino. Now I'm playing the middle of the casino. The Excalibur is honestly a sleeper. It's pretty big. So up here, we're gonna take these escalators, and there's a whole second floor where there's a lot of things to do and see and eat, and that's also where the buffet is. Okay, so here there's a Buca de Beppo. Nice. So they'll usually have deals here. Let's see what they got here. So all day happy hour drinks, $6 Italian margaritas, $7 shots, $6 wines, $5 buds, Peronis, bucket of beer, 5 for 25. I guess you can order takeout here to take to your room. It's the Buca de Beppo. Honestly, you get some pretty good deals here. Usually pasta and pizza will keep you full. There's an all-day happy hour at the bar. Lunch starting at 11. Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 3 p.m. Happy hour all day. This is some pretty good cheap eats. New discovery. Hey, I'm killing two birds, one stone. I'm staying here at the Excalibur and also doing a cheap eats tour, and I might have to add some happy hour cheap eats from Buca de Beppo to this tour. So from 3 to 6, they have these items on the menu, and you can only order at the bar. $6, bruschetta $6, garlic palm fry $6. This is the all-day happy hour for drinks at the bar only. So they got these here at the Buca de Beppo. Nice little cozy old school Italian vibes. So when you get to the second floor of Excalibur, make sure you guys check it out, because it's a full second floor and there's a lot of things to check out here. Another souvenir store. little market. So this is a food court, and this is one of the bigger food courts, and this brings back memories. They spruced up it a bit, but there used to be shows here, a lot of cool things. I used to walk around here as a kid. A lot of things refreshed, renewed, closed down, opened up, but there's another Starbucks, of course, and there's a Pizza Hut. Oh, there's a Jimmy John's, Fat Burger, Popeyes, Louisiana Kitchen, Einstein Bros Bagels, Pickup Sticks, a Cinnabon. Welcome to Sip City. Taste the touchdown. The Krispy Kreme is still here, thank goodness. I love donuts and I love Krispy Kreme. So original glaze, they're $3 each. Pretty good deal. Here they got Del Taco. I guess it's just Pepsi design, field of flavor. That's pretty cool. Comment down below, are you guys team Coke or Pepsi? T-shirt shop, Dragon's Lair. Oh yeah, that dragon I was talking about in the front. It was purple, but it kind of looked like this, but a lot bigger. It was like a medieval dragon. It wasn't like a Chinese dragon, it was like a medieval one, similar to that. So some more souvenir shops. So Oxygen Bar, Vitality. So many of these around Vegas. Also like a massage bar. All right, so we're reaching the buffet. I would say this is another main attribute. If you guys are looking to book at Excalibur, if you guys want a nice convenient buffet, they have one here. Thursday, so it's not the weekend. Seems to be people in there. It is pretty empty from last time I remembered, but this is the buffet here. Let me check the prices for you guys. This is the buffet at Excalibur. As shown, weekday brunch, Monday to Thursday, $32. Not bad. Weekend brunch, $38. Ooh, that was a reaction because I didn't know it was here, not because I saw the title, but this is the Thunder Down Under. I never knew where it was located, but here it is. Guys, comment down below. There's no one here or else I would ask, but I heard from a friend that like guys get in here for free or something like that. I don't know, or on like a certain day. Let me know if that's true. But this is the Thunder Down Under, Buca de Beppo. Midnight special starting at $10. Alright guys, so we're at Buca de Beppo for our next spot on this Cheap Eats tour. I feel like I found a hidden gem here because I was staying here and I was doing a hotel tour and I saw a couple signs outside talking about their happy hour, their Cheap Eats, and I feel like it's such a hidden gem. They don't even have their own like paper happy hour menu. You gotta go to the corner there and see it. So there's a bunch of items for all under 10 bucks, but the Buca burger looks like the best one, which is what we're gonna get. 7 bucks, pasta, chips, and dip. 6 bucks, garlic parm fries, 6 bucks. And you can only get that at the bar, and we're here with Wesley here, and he's gonna be taking care of us. What's up, Wesley? Would you like to say hi to the DVW fam?
Welcome to Vegas, welcome to Excalibur, and welcome to Buca.
Awesome. And he also does his own social media as well, and he actually works at Dick's too downstairs, right?
Dick's Last Resort, I'm there on call, I'm here 5 days a week, but if you follow me on TikTok, I'm at Wedgie702.
Awesome. So, as far as the Cheap Eats deals here, what do you recommend?
Me personally, I'm a big fan of the stuffed mushrooms. It comes with a pesto alfredo. I get that with a side of bread. It's actually a lot of food. You're not going to go home hungry, I promise you.
How much is that?
That one is $7. Not a bad deal. Yeah.
Man, that was a mouthful. He named like 3 items on that dish, and that's $7, guys. So, yeah. We're going to get the burger, and stay tuned. We'll give you guys a review in a sec. Nice.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Wes.
No problem.
Alright, so this is our $7 happy hour burger. Look at that. It looks like a pretty hefty burger. Really nice crinkle cut steak fries. Let's check this out here. Oh man, look at that. Thick patty. And guys, this is $7. Look at that, guys.
Recorded you doing.
That's a great burger. Has a nice char on the patty. There's nice melted cheese on top, and the bun is very spongy. Guys, so also the drink deals here are crazy too. They have cocktails on the regular happy hour menu, but they have this drink called the Roman Tiki. Joe recommended it to me. One of the bartenders is $7, and we'll give it a taste here because, guys, we're in Las Vegas. Food and drinks are not cheap, but $7 for a cocktail. We'll see if it's tasty or not. Still pretty good, but there's cocktails, drinks starting at $5 up to $7, Monday to Friday 3 to 6. But they also have a regular happy hour menu where I'm looking at this, and these are also great deals as well. Italian margarita, $6, guys, at the bar. That's dangerous, guys. Yeah, I'd recommend this, but I don't recommend it at the same time because deals like these will get you litissimus. Here's the proof, guys. $7.59 after taxes. A lot of Italian I'm gonna assume they're stars. Look, this is actually a really cool restaurant. I've been to a couple Buca de Beppos. I really like the vibes. Also lunch menu. There's some pretty cheap eats there for lunch as well, but I would actually just come here to eat, which I have a couple times at other locations. So I'm lucky, right outside of my resort tower. This is where the pool is and the fitness center, because I have stayed here before, so I know where everything's at. So the pool is this way, and also the fitness center. And oh, now that we're up here, let's take a look at the exterior. So cool thing about Excalibur is just decorations. It feels like you're in some sort of castle. So if you guys want some photo ops, just step right outside and you guys can take a photo near a castle. Not the most luxurious pool or anything, but it's family centric, kid friendly, and there's just a couple of pools. So it is drained for the holidays. People are working on it. And here's the gym. I've actually been here a couple of times. Like I said, I stay a lot at the Excalibur. Some towels for us, that was in the details. So I noticed that a lot of, whenever a hotel is from MGM or Caesars, the gym is pretty much set up in a similar way, similar machines, but it all depends on the real estate, the space. So here at the gym, a lot of, well, not a lot of, but there's some cardio machine, weights, machines for muscle synthesis. It's a cable, I like this. It's a lat pull down machine, laterals, I think, a pull up machine. And another hack I'm gonna put you guys on. Most hotel casinos has a water dispenser like this, so I bring a water bottle, or like you guys could even bring a hydro flask, and you guys don't have to pay for water if you guys have a bottle big enough. And this water is pretty good. Let's try it out. Oh yeah, so it's cold water. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I've been to a Las Vegas casino gym. The more luxury it is, the higher chance they'll have it. But I can't remember the last time that I went to a hotel and they didn't have a water dispenser. So fun little hack for you guys. Fountain Blue even had alkaline water dispensers and carbonated water. That's crazy. That's what you call luxury. So my biggest gripe with this gym is that I like the equipment. It's nice, clean, and it has essentials, machines, muscle machines, weightlifting machines, cardio, free weights, cables, but the real thing here is not too big. So I always like to stretch for my workout, and sometimes when this gym is packed, obviously during the summer or when it's prime time, there's barely any room to kind of, get a mirror space, get your lift in, or to stretch. I like that they have, I'm like crashing into everything. There's like people walking around me and all that, but there's really no area to stretch besides this whole space right here and in between the machines. So you guys can see how that could be a problem. But without further ado, let's get our lift in and see what kind of pump we could get at the Excalibur gym in 2025. Let's go. So, ooh, this is actually pretty heavy. The weights go all the way up to 100. So, a lot of gyms, they cap at like 70 or 60. So, the weights look pretty clean, new, pristine. Some cables. The only thing that's lacking is there's not all types of attachment, or it's not here at least. Alright, so just got back from the gym, had my workout. So, gonna give my overall DVW score and thoughts of the gym. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Pros, a lot of machines, clean, neat, tidy. Cons, it could be a little bit bigger, but yeah, it gave me the pump I needed. So where to next on this video? I think over there. Let's go. Huge castle on the Las Vegas Strip, fit for a king. All right, so the Excalibur is home to this show. Hear the thunder down under from Australia. So for you thirsty ladies out there, this might be reason enough to book a stay at Excalibur so you guys don't have to stray far for that thunder from down under. So if you guys can see, there's the Buca de Beppo there, right across. That's where we had the cheap eats. All right, some more beautiful views of our castle in the nighttime. This is Excalibur, always a great photo op here. There's a lot of families taking photos right where I'm standing. So if you guys are staying at Excalibur, there's gonna be a lot of photo ops with this castle. Who doesn't want a picture with the castle, right? But yeah, this is the Excalibur at night. A lot of red, blue, purple accents. This looks like a little gangway, walkway towards the castle. But yeah, this is Excalibur at night. So also another cool thing to do in Excalibur is just walking around the castle grounds. Nice little castle, and we're gonna go inside and gonna take our rest and become a sleeping beauty for tonight. What the hell, guys? I'm super surprised. Maybe this was closed when I last been, or maybe I just didn't see it, but there's a whole arcade down here. A lot of kids playing air hockey, bunch of games. Kind of smells funky down here, like diapers or something like that. But anyways, there's a lot of games. So a family-friendly kid resort from the castle to the arcade. This looks pretty new, guys. And there is a lot of carnival type games, basketball hoops. It's like a mini circus midway center in here. Pretty awesome. Alright, so that wraps up our stay at the Excalibur Hotel and Casino in 2025. Just want to give you guys a quick refresh and update of a casino here that I frequently stay at when I visit the strip, to give you guys, you know, food reviews, travel vlogs, all that good stuff in Vegas. So just to wrap it up and give you guys our DVW scores. My favorite part is, you know, to price. It's one of the most budget friendly options on the Las Vegas Strip, but it's still managed by MGM, so it keeps, you know, that MGM quality. A lot of you guys asked me about the price per night. Guys, I'll tell you it right now. It was around $32 a night with the $3 upgrade, plus resort fees, which is pretty steep, $45. So for 2 nights in December, it was about $140 and some change. But I compare it to the average. So when you guys are looking for hotel prices, I like to compare, you know, it on the Las Vegas Strip. And this consistently comes out as one of the cheaper budget options. And for that reason, we have to compare it to the other cheaper hotels, because it wouldn't be fair to, you know, compare it to the Fontainebleau, the Wynn, Caesar's Palace, the most luxurious resorts. Because if I did that for all my reviews, this one would be, you know, pretty bad and I wouldn't stay here at all. But not all of us can afford the best of the best, the most luxurious hotels. So that's the criteria I'm rating the Excalibur on, which is, you know, for the lower end of Las Vegas hotels. And drum roll please, my overall DVW score of my stay here in 2025 would be an 8.2 out of 10. And most of that coming from, you know, the room being, you know, refreshed, comfortable, nice TV, spacious, and I didn't really have anything to complain about, and it was budget friendly. But like I said, the hotel casino grounds, you can obviously tell it's dated. It's one of the legacy hotels, which is also, it gives it a little charm and nostalgia, you know, because I used to roam around this hotel when I was younger. So you're not gonna escape, you know, some of the older details of the resort, like some of the smells from the carpets, you know, the rooms. There's like some scratches, dents here and there, but like I said, it's owned under MGM, so they do their best to refurbish and refresh, you know, this room, which is the resort tower room, and the downstairs area. There wasn't anything that, you know, stood out to me as like too terrible. I mean, there are some smells and scents here and there, but there's always, you know, housekeepers and janitors, you know, coming around and cleaning the restrooms, the floors. So for being an older hotel, it's pretty clean. It gives me everything I need, and it's consistently one of the lowest priced hotels on the Vegas Strip. That is why I like to stay here, and the beds are pretty new, so it's comfortable. I got a good night's rest here. That is our review and stay at the Excalibur for 2025. Helped you guys out if you guys are looking for a place to stay. And as always, if you guys like this video, watch another one here for some more Vegas travel food vlogs or anywhere else in the world. And as always, if you guys like this, please like it. Comment down below your tips for us and subscribe for more DVW food travel vlogs. Deuces.